Okay, so here's some tips, additional tips rather, on how to achieve success in your holistic approach to life. First of all, you must have a clear mindset. What do I mean by that? One of the reasons why people fail in their journey to success, or a holistic journey to success, is because a lot of people have a lot of what I call baggage, rackets, messes in their mind. And what I mean by that is often they get to a certain level in their goal setting or aspirations in life or career or whatever challenge they have in front of them. And a lot of that is to do with past experiences. Let me give you an example here. So someone who's trying to achieve the next big jump in their career, or someone who is trying to confront a complicated situation with their manager, or someone who is trying to speak in front of public and has never done it before. Some of the reasons for this is all going back to childhood experiences. What I mean by that is, if someone's been bullied, or someone's been harassed, or someone who hasn't had the right support from family members, friends, always been put down to say you can never achieve success, you are a failure, you will never do this, or someone who's been bullied, these kinds of messes or stories or rackets generally affect in the later years, where you don't get enough confidence, or you don't get enough support. And what happens is, when someone gets in a similar situation where they have to confront their managers, bosses, or achieve a next big stage, they have this problem where the mess or the racket is drawing them down, so they don't have the confidence to stand up and say with great conviction and passion and confidence to take on that challenge. And what I mean by that is, when you have that mindset, you will not achieve going through that glass roof or the glass ceiling. And there are ways to address this, which I'll address in another video and a book, of how to clear these messes and how to clear these rackets. But once you've got a clean sheet, then it's all about your attitude about life. So if you have a positive attitude and you surround yourself with lots of positive attitude and a lot of good energy people around you, then the chances of your success is much higher. And I believe a lot in law of attraction. It happens to me at least 3-4 times a day when I'm thinking positive and I've got a new challenge, be it in a business environment, be it in a social environment, and I'm only thinking positive thoughts about a certain aspect of my life, then those kind of things pop out and come to me. I'll give you simple examples in round the world situations where I've thought of someone, or I'm talking about someone in a way where I need to sort something out, and that person's actually appeared in front of me in Dubai, India, Africa, or various places like that. And it's very, very scary and spooky when these things happen to you, when these thoughts are there. Or when I've got to start a new business venture in an area that I'm not that good about or confident about, or haven't got enough research about, and that information or that person just comes to me rather than me going out looking for it. And that's what I mean by laws of attraction. So positive mindset, positive address to your challenges, you get these things coming to you. If you're negative and these things never happened to me, and why this, and life is horrible and boring and all of this, when you do that, then you will attract those sorts of energies, and you will attract those sorts of people around you, and you will attract negative results rather than the other way that I've just talked about. One way that really, really helps me as well is through yoga and meditation. So that is your mind-body side of the thing that I talk about in the holistic approach to life, with the mind, body, soul, spirit, emotion side. And what I do with that is, in the mornings, and it doesn't have to be regular, it could be in the car. People say, I'm busy, I don't have time for this, I don't have a trainer, I don't have that. Go into my Shakti Motivation and Shakti Yoga sites. There's lots of free information. Shakti Holistic website as well. There's loads of good ways of how to just meditate and get focused of your mind away from the day-to-day messes, the day-to-day stresses, the day-to-day problems that you might have, that your mind is constantly going through an endless cycle where you can't solve a problem. So when you have that quiet time for yourself, find a peaceful corner in your house, wherever you find a peaceful corner, find that, play the right music. It really helps you stimulate the brain, and then focus on thinking about nothing. And I know it's a horrible thing to say, but think about nothing. Think about just how to get your breathing right. So think about oxygen passing from the head, going all the way down to your throat, your stomach, all the way down to your lower organs, and all the way around through your legs and right down to your toes. Just think of oxygen going through. So breathe in good energy and good thoughts, and when you exhale, breathe out bad energy, bad thoughts, all the toxins that are in your body. And do this by counting to 10, slow and in a right tempo, all the way down. Breathe in all that good energy and all that good thoughts and good positive attitude, good results, and breathe out, counting to 10 again, slowly, all in a tempo. And you could do this in the car, wherever you find peace, calm, and you could do it in a quiet corner, but it just takes 10-15 minutes to do some of the exercise. That is just one of them that I've just explained. The reason why this helps me is because when you do that thinking nothing, what I find is your brain improves in the thought process. You've done not only the brain therapy, because you're sending oxygen to the brain. 90% of us just breathe from here and short breaths. So what you're doing is you're not passing oxygen to where it matters in your cells. And that means illnesses, that means trouble, that means the healing process is smaller, etc., etc. For those of you who are smokers as well, this is very dangerous for you, because if you're not sending the oxygen right the way through to your cells, then those cells die, and it takes harder work for the brain then to think about how to repair those cells, rather than the brain thinking about how do I make you healthy and having fresh new healthy cells all the time. And that's why most people have these illnesses. Okay, so that's my way of doing that. So the meditation and the yoga breathing exercises helps you immensely. My focus, my thinking power, my attention span, my attention to detail, all that has improved in the last 2 years just by this thing. That coupled with a healthy diet, and I talk a lot about healthy diet in my blog, in my Shakti Motivation, diet and weight loss sites, and various other places. So there's ample of information there, including diet plans, detox plans, rebalance plans, things like that. So I won't cover that in here, but I'll give you one or two tips. The old cliche about you are what you eat, but I also take it a step further. It's not only what you eat, it's how you eat it as well. A lot of people don't chew. A lot of people just go and swallow and in, swallow and in. And the body, the mind, the digestion system has to work that much faster and that much more. So you are now, it's like putting bad oil in an engine and trying to get the engine to work faster, and that's not right as well. So chew, make it easier for the body to digest it. Have 100% lead-free petrol going in. So it's that way of thinking. So the more you chew, the better it is, because you don't have to have the enzymes, the fibers, the brain to try and break things down right the way through to the digestion system. And try and include as much greens as possible. You need to alkaline yourself. So when you alkaline yourself, your body is susceptible to creating more red blood cells. And when more red blood cells are created, that means you get less ill. So, you have a good balance of oxygen, good new blood cells. So take in as much greens as possible, green juices, and try and eat stimulant foods, a lot of gingers, garlics, cinnamons, things like that, because that stimulates the circulation, and it stimulates a lot of activity in your body, and it breaks down a lot of the fats and all that fast, and creates more alkaline in your body. Age-old thing about water, try and drink, I would say depending on your body type, but minimum 1.5 liters per day. And I also say try and drink, warm water and lemon in the morning, so it's like a sink. Think of a sink. Last thing you do is you want to, get rid of all the bad grease and all that's built up throughout the day, and the body is like that, so throw that hot water, lemon, or just even water and lemon, but water for sure, and that kind of like clears the system out whilst you're sleeping, when the body needs it most, when it's resting. And again, when you wake up, similar sort of thing. Hot water, lemon is for me the best thing to do, with some ginger even if you have, and then a glass of water well before you take breakfast. And I try and cut down on things that does water retention as much as possible, the coffees and the toxins type of thing. So try and drink as much water and green teas when you need to drink hot drinks, so lots of green teas, lots of herbal teas, lots of fusion teas, and natural ones. You can pluck lavender out and put it into hot water. It's fantastic. Chamomile, lots of ginger, lot of cinnamon you can put with the green tea and mix it and fuse it, and lots of even berries, lots of fruits you can put in and create fusions of your own. And I do a lot of these, and again, all of these are documented in some of my blogs and some of my sites that we've already mentioned, like Shakti Holistic as well, and a lot more to come. So based on yoga, meditation, and diet, that completes the whole holistic approach to life. We did the mind, we talked about the inspiration, we talked about the goals, we talked about how to set goals, how to set energy, enthusiasm, how to reward yourself, and we also talked about how to avoid failure and how to set compelling reasons how you should approach life. We also talked about the wheel of life and how you should evaluate and reevaluate yourself. And with that, I suggest you to now take action, create your own plan of action for how to create your own wheel of life, how to create your own holistic lifestyle, set goals, take action, and wish you all the best. If you need any further information from me or need any further help, feel free to email me on my blog or the various websites, and help is there at hand. Thank you very much for listening.